So the big change is, I guess you won't see the MG. Oh, no, if you do go I guess I do have to explain it for the MG team. Is that let me explain the pinning. So,
Oh
let's
yeah, I
see.
guess it's changed pinning too.
So yeah, the big change to pinning is that it transitions from the basic rules a lot easier. So essentially, the big thing is that there's no pinning whatsoever in the maneuver phase. So that's gone. Um, so you'll kind of see already that all MGs start with that 3 range in sight.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they used to be broken as hell with 3 range in sight. So what happens now is, again, here's the new arc.
Mm-hmm.
So if I walk into it, grab a Storm Pioneer. So if I'm, let's say I'm here. So it's called Overwatch now. So what happens in the maneuver phase is Overwatch. So if I enter a hex, so instead of before it was this like weird if you were leaving a hex that was in the arc,
Mm-hmm.
it was this weird complicated thing that I think was hard to explain. So now it's I think it's very simple. So if I enter a hex that's in your arc and I'm an infantry unit, then I just lose one guy. That's it. That's all it is. So then
Okay.
if I now move here, I don't lose anything because I'm no longer in your arc. That's it. So it's very easy to flank, but again, you have that 3 range. So if you like step up, like here,
Yep.
or if I'm, if you set up and I'm straight in front of you, I'm in a world of hurt. Like I have a real hard time getting around it. So,
Right.
but they have this, like I said, they had the range in sight, so they're very powerful in my opinion. So they are very good anti-infantry. But if you swarm them with infantry, just like the video game, if you flank them and swarm them, you can take care of them. Where before they could just pin everybody. So yeah, and how it works in the damage phase is just like the basic rules do now. So this unit's in your range, but even let's say I had another one, you would only, let's say I had 2 that were in attacking range of you, you could only pin 1. So whatever you're attacking is pinned, and that's it. So so MGs kind of have to pick what they're attacking first before the simultaneous. Everyone's picking their damage,
Gotcha.
so that you'd say, okay, this Stern Pioneer's pinned, but then this one can attack you.
Okay, that makes
So
sense.
it's just whatever you're attacking is pinned, and that's it. And if it's only if you're attacking obviously an infantry, then it's pinned. So it's very, I think it's very simple, easy to explain, and then you can move along, and I think it functions well. And
Yep.
there's no big power spike of switching from 2 sight and range to 3 sight and range. So that's it. Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know with the units, but it's kind of pretty much what you see, what you get. The mortars do have the indirect. That's kind of what that arc symbol is. You're probably not familiar with that yet. So not all HE is indirect anymore. Um, so basically those can fire over buildings. The one without that arcing arrow can't. US is actually pretty heavy on that arcing arrow, so I think everything, because its priest can even arc. So I think US is like full indirect, but the big change unit wise, obviously your anti-tank gun is a hell of a lot better as US. The major is I'm just gonna say completely reworked. He actually
Hmm.
functions, I feel like the video game now, he's kind of a spotter. And your every tier 1 light vehicle has a cost change, so they're not kind of a fuel trap to get anymore. They're only 1 fuel. And they have 2 upgrades now, so they're kind of follow that same card format. So all their abilities are in the top row,
Okay.
and they get an experience and munitions upgrade. So let's see, anything else that. So my Kettenkrad has an upgrade. It actually starts with camo, which is gonna be interesting to see. But
Well,
it doesn't have heroic sacrifice anymore. Go ahead.
the major, what's that? 1 experience point. He can heal 2 units now.
Yeah, so he gets reinforced 2. So all adjacent units heal 2 men.
Gotcha.
So he can really
That's very
heal
interesting.
units
That's
back to
super
full.
nice.
Yeah, I think it's kind of thematic, and it's like a situational upgrade. You probably don't want to get it until you need it, type of thing. So
Gotcha. So he's a lot weaker damage wise because he used to have 2 infantry damage. If I was correct.
yeah, he used yeah he used to be able to get up to 3 damage. He used to be like this big fighting guy, which
Right.
wasn't like the video game at all. Like the video game, you would lock him in place as a retreat and reinforce point, and
Oh
at
no.
least he doesn't have to set up now. So I think he's pretty fun.
Oh, this can be fun, man. I'm ready to try this. So I
And
have to. My mortars need firing arc. My 1 command point set up field defenses. Buildings give 3 defense dice. Have 3 health only.
Yeah, so how buildings work is, so the big thing is field defenses only cost 1 CP.
Okay.
So the immediate question that probably pops in anyone's head who's played the game is, well, now buildings are useless. Why would I go in a building? Because if I can build sandbags that give me 2 defense dice, why would I ever just move out of my way to go into a building? Well, now buildings give 3 defense dice, have only 3 health, but on destruction, your unit retreats 1. So it just retreats 1 towards any retreat point. So, like, if you're in the building with your MG and I destroy it, you
Right.
just retreat here. So, like, let's say you retreat here for whatever reason. You can't, it's a retreat, so you can't capture. That's why it's a retreat 1. Because you're retreating, so you don't get to capture, if that makes sense.
Yeah. If the building gets
So,
destroyed, you just retreat 1.
right, and it's only 3 health, so then boom, it's trying to change a few things. The buildings is really just still incentivizing the buildings. And so, like, before there was a weird situation where you probably wouldn't want to go into a building if they had a lot of high explosive damage, right? Because you're like, oh, the building's gonna collapse on me and kill me.
Right.
So why would I go in the building? It's too dangerous. So now you still just go in the building because you get the extra defense die. So I think it plays better, and you actually get some destroyed buildings. So.
I mean, for us, what we did when we played, we actually increased the building health to 5.
Yeah, that's a different approach, right? Because the problem is because of the collapse. I think the big problem
Right.
with the base game is the collapse and destroying your unit. It just doesn't. It makes it so you don't want to actually use the buildings. So it's just, and then once you go to, I feel like once you add health, why not just make them indestructible? Because they don't get destroyed, in my opinion. So like even with 4 health, they were averaging 1 a game, and then my game versus my nephew there yesterday, 2 were destroyed with this new rule, and I actually had to kill his units. I threw so much damage at it, the units, the infantry inside actually died, not the building collapse, killing them. So
Hmm.
if they lived, they would have retreated 1. So I think it works out so far. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm no
Obviously,
problem trying it out. Absolutely no problem, dude.
everything's subject to change, and it's all for feedback, of course. The arc icon for indirect, I went over that. Assault, I don't know if I think you might be familiar with assault rules, but it solves a big problem with the game where okay, so let's say you move on to this spot with a unit, then this round, currently without the rule, there's no way I can get it this round.
Right.
So this changes that. So how assault works is, let's say I'm on this footbridge here, and let me pop out a command cube. So if I can put a command cube on this hex, and basically that means I'm just, and I'd verbally say, hey, I'm assaulting this hex. And what that means is during the damage phase, you target me as if I'm on that hex, and you could only assault enemy hexes or hexes with razor wire and crap. So basically how it works is you would target me as if I'm on this hex. So this MG, if it was set up, it could still fire on me
Okay.
because it's like basically point blank range. And then if you live, let's say your best case, my worst case scenario, I assault you and you live, then I just get pushed back here at the end of the round. Okay,
Okay.
so it's fairly straightforward. Now, if you retreat or die, either way, so if you retreat
Yep.
or leave the hex, let's say it's still the move. Wow, snap points suck. So if it's still the maneuver phase and you leave that hex, then I automatically get moved here.
Right.
Even if we're playing RTS mode and I forget to move, let's say I'm moving other pieces, but my cube's there, you know what I mean? I'm still there. For sake of the game, I'm there.
Gotcha. But once you place
So you
that
can't
cube, you can't take it back.
Right, and once you place the cube, you can't take it back. You can't retreat. You do not benefit from cover. So let's say you're in this building, and I assault this building for whatever reason, usually it would probably make more sense if it was a capture point. But if I assault the building, I don't get the cover from the building. Picture me, I'm like at the
Right.
door trying to
Yep.
break in, so I don't get any cover,
Do you
no
get the
matter
cover from your
what.
square?
No, so assaulting units get benefit from no cover whatsoever. So
Interesting.
I'm in this hex, I'm targetable in the hex that I'm assaulting, but they benefit from no cover and they can't retreat. So it's I think it's fairly clean and easy to explain and understand, and it functions very well. But obviously, if we have any issues with it, we'll see. But I haven't seen any issues with it.
Yeah, I like this
Seen
right
about
here. Where I put these two here is really smart. That probably
that was my idea.
super
I'm
smart, man.
pushing for it. Yeah, so I'm kind of pushing for like more world builder pack tiles to be in the next campaign, just to kind of spice up maps, and they would be optional. You know what I mean? They would
Right.
just kind of make it. They can kind of be on the scenario booklet page and say, oh, if you want to play with these hexes, cool. If not, whatever.
Okay, so assaults. I got assault buildings. Okay, arc icons of indirect. I've seen that. Rest direct HE assaults. Yep. XP 1 per round plus 1 for each enemy targeted. Gain before rolling damage. And
Yeah,
gain 1 for
so
each.
the big
Yep.
thing is, man, watching your games every time is so hard to watch. Because it's like, oh man, did you get your wound XP yet? Did
Yeah,
you? Oh man, it
that's
is so hard.
it is,
It
man.
is. So this is so very simple. So it's very simple now. You just get one automatic and then one additional for each and every enemy that you target. So you basically you sign damage, you collect your experience, and then XP is done. You don't have to worry about it unless you lose a unit. So now the new comeback mechanism is if you lose a unit, you do get an experience for that.
Yep.
So that's kind of so it's no longer. I
Oh, if
think
you lose a unit, not if you kill a
if
unit.
you lose a unit, you get an experience.
Okay.
Yeah. So retreating doesn't really happen anymore. Watching your guys' games, it's mass retreat, mass retreat, mass retreat. There's no real reason retreats don't happen. Like they're rare and they're situational. It's just because you don't want to give the VP like you would before. But now, if you could trade units, it's usually beneficial for you to trade units. So,
Well,
and the big,
good
go ahead.
point. Because we still use retreat of 5 here, man. That's why we retreat a lot. It's just, I mean, I don't know if you watch your games, we always retreat
Right.
5 hexes back.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, so it's still gonna. So what we're still leaning towards is your full spawn being a retreat reinforced point, but it being only 3. So like any 1, 2, 3 back here is fine. I think that now retreat is so much less of an issue. So we can't we're coming at the issue for a lot of angles. So the biggest angle is that one CP field defenses. That by far has an astronomical effect on being able to move to with basic infantry and building sandbags. Yes, obviously, diehard thematic fans are gonna hate it because you can drop sandbags in people's faces all the time. But it kind of fixes the a pacing issue with the game with being able to push forward with basic infantry. It just you didn't have enough maneuverability, and that really solves it. So
Well, what happens to the commanders where they had the commanders the
you'll
one
see.
seat?
Yep, you'll see that all those commanders don't have that anymore. They have some of them are reworked other ways. Some of them just give an extra defense dice when you're behind sandbags. So those get like 3 defense dice. There's 2 of them in the game that now have they get an extra defense dice behind sandbags. So
Oh, nice. Okay, I see what you did there. That's actually smart. Yeah, I mean, from what I'm listening here right now, I mean, I think I don't know about the unit MG setting up and moving for 2 CP points. That's gonna
yeah,
be a
there's no free
slow
pack
unit.
up. I
Yeah.
was I was a little bit worried about it, but I think overall because the weapon teams have so much range that they work out. And another big change really is the fluctuating amount of command points that operations deck can, like if we play operations or combo with RTS mode, which I'm again fine with. If you get to do 15 CP, you can easily move up all your units almost. It's 15 CP is a lot of CP, so it's a lot of fun. So you can kind of have a big round where you get to push up everything. Where 9, you know, pretty much you used to never touch your infantry past a certain point. So
New slightly narrow. Well, the fire arc really is a slightly narrow. It just got pushed up one, correct? That's all you mean by
Well,
slightly narrower.
it's slightly narrower. Yes, it's basically. I mean, that's kind of what Kingston and Hamster called it. So that's kind of what the nickname is it for now. Because there was the problem is the narrower firing arc, like you said, is in the 1.0 advanced optional rule where it was this weird, very narrow arc. So it's not that. So it's I think it's confusing if we just call it the new narrow firing arc. So
Yeah,
I don't
because
know. We'll have to come up with a name with it.
because we've been using the advanced firing arc, and everybody
Yeah.
didn't have they had no problem with it. It was a little confusing at first, understanding like which hexes are it, but I think once you follow the line, it was like, oh, okay, it makes sense. So
Yeah, the slightly narrowing firing arc. Well, it doesn't. It's not the same for everything though. That was kind of like MGs didn't get changed by it, and I
it
don't
wasn't
think.
for everything. We used it for tanks and everything. Everything.
Well, you didn't use it for MGs though, right?
Yeah, we did for MGs also.
Oh, you did even.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think this is. It works, but I think this is a little bit more.
Well, I think this
Middle ground.
Yeah,
But,
this works good with the what do you call it, being able to move through it and not get pinned. I can see how this is fine, but because remember we're playing if you move into arc, you're pinned. So,
yeah, that's too much. Yeah, that was the kind of the problem why I kind of pushed for this what I call what's called Overwatch, I guess what we're calling it now. So
yeah.
it's Overwatch plus pinning during the damage phase, and it's a good. I think it works. So
Yeah.
we'll see. Obviously.
No, let's do it.
But
I like it, man.
all right.
So wait, how many command points do we have? You have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 here.
So basically, if we can play RTS mode, but just to go over the operations deck, so in RTS mode, normally you would keep this face down. If you're playing real turn-based mode, you would just Alt Shift, pick a side of the card. So if you wanted that 5, and then you would leave it face down, and then only the first player would know. But really, in RTS mode, you just flip it right away, and you pick either 6 cubes or 15 cubes in this card.
Gotcha.
And then you would just announce it. You just put it. Okay, we get 6 cubes this round. That way, we both just set aside 6 cubes and move the other 9 out of the way, and that's it. It just determines how many cubes and randomizes the cubes.
That's nice because you can use it for both games, RTS and.
I think it works I think it works just fine for RTS mode, and it spices it up enough where. Obviously you've played enough RTS mode where you know that RTS is already like a different animal.
Oh,
but...
it's so fun, dude. It is like.
All right,
so
you and I fully agree.
Fun.
But it's always still that 9, so I think this spices it up a little bit where you get this, you get the 6 cubes only, like my nephew kept hitting me with, and then I was countering with the 5s whenever I could, so I was having 15 cubes. So it's basically pretty fun, I think, but. It's just very chaotic because you still play the 3 minutes. So 15 cubes in 3 minutes is whew.
Right.
it's pretty crazy. All right, let me pop it out. Yeah, we could do that. Like I said, I think it works just fine. I've played it.
Let me put that just slides back in. Yeah, I mean, Brian, we can, for right now, let's just turn based because maneuver is gonna be so hard on tabletop for me.
Yep. Okay, yeah, we could start turn based, and then if you want to switch, if not, that's fine. I think the operations deck works great either way. So.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna use the operation deck though.
Yep, and then the turn order just always switches. Like I've seen you're already playing it that way anyway. So.
Yeah, I don't know why it hasn't always been that way. It just makes sense because there's no advantage to anything.
Chris was using it as a comeback mechanism, I think, but to
but
be honest,
in
1.0, I fully agree. I think in 1.0, I think he was using that as a crutch rather than you know what I mean. It was the comeback mechanism. So if there was some big, decisive thing early game, then the other team still had a chance because they could, always go second the rest of the game. But.
Right. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I think a lot of our, the people who've played a lot really just want a different comeback mechanism, and I think the XP really does it. It's kind of it's more fun, and it's not like, oh, you're gaming. You gaming it. It's you giving up a unit, which your opponent should always be happy for getting a VP. So
right.
Basically, Yep, good.
Have they at all looked into an attrition style or no? Or they?
I don't think you mean something that scales. I don't think we're I don't think we want to add that kind of complexity in my opinion. But obviously, I think this works. But
Yeah.
obviously, we'll see.
Yeah.
Things are still subject to change. So with 5 victory points, played at 21. Um, if 21 sounds like a lot to you, it's not.
No problem.
with five
Yeah, it's
because
only
you'll
fun.
see.
Yep.
It starts slow and then all of a sudden you're at 21 and it's over. So
Dude,
all
I'm
right.
I'm actually really excited to try this, man. See all the new characters.
Oh man, you gotta see the crazy change I made to Soviets this week is insane.
Oh,
So
Jeevits can carry people now.
yeah, every faction has the ability to carry. Yeah, you just mark it with that blue die, and Willie's Jeep can carry. Yep.
When
Yeah.
vehicle
Go ahead.
when vehicles blow up, do they retreat one like a building, or everybody dies inside?
They still die. I think that's probably fair because you should. Oh, but the big change I didn't go over this is it kind of says it in the bottom right there. There's no restrictions on entering and leaving vehicles and buildings.
I've seen that. It's super nice.
So you can just walk through buildings. There's no like explaining all that crap. So buildings just act like a normal hex. Vehicles, so you can enter a vehicle, get carried 3, and then hop out and run more. So it's got it opens up. I don't think it's a big issue though. Like if you want to go that strategy, go ahead and do that strategy. Like it shouldn't be punished. So the only I guess restriction left is still I guess weapon teams can't enter vehicles. So
Is this a typo? Is
I,
it to do 1 flame damage?
no, that's there. That's correct. That's so it's because flame is kind of true damage. So it's kind of like it's flame dash special now. We're gonna call it. So it's I know thematically it doesn't might not make sense for flaming MG bullets, but it helped. Yeah, it's to really incentivize that US tier 2 MG, which was probably the least used unit in the game. So
Oh, I don't know, man. We use that a lot in our game. I mean, I guess because we have not a lot of most experienced players, but I'll be honest, man. I think we have you played any like 3v3, 4v4 games at all?
I only played 2v. No, I played one 3v3. Were
Dude,
you in that? Yeah, I don't know
I
if you were in
wasn't
that one, but
that.
I played one 3v3.
I wasn't that. Yeah. But dude, let me tell you something, man. 3v3, 4v4s, they're just so much more. It's interesting how
They're
it scales so
they're
nicely.
cool.
Dude, in
I
this
think I think so, especially with real time mode. In
Oh
my
my
opinion,
god, man.
like if you switch to real time mode because, and the big thing I think with higher player counts is you really have to have your timer during the supply phase, which I know is annoying, but
Oh,
it solves the issue of people strategizing for 30 minutes
oh,
during
here's
the
what we
supply
do.
phase.
Here's what we do. This is what we did. Okay, so the ruling is this. So there is no timer for supply phase, but as soon as one team is done, they flip the 3-minute timer. And once the 3-minute timer goes, then both teams have to finish. The other team has to be done. So
Oh,
that's how we
interesting.
fixed
Okay,
it.
so it's not quite a 3 minute, but
Right. Because what it
you
does
have
is
3 minutes extra. Yeah, no, I like
exactly.
that.
Yeah, because what it did was
It's a good halfway.
exactly. Because what it did was it allowed one team to be like, all right, if we're quick to strategize, we can put them under the pressure. You know what I mean? So that's how we did it, and it worked really nice so far, man.
Yeah, it's not quite 3. Yeah, it's a bit more than 3 minutes, so
Yep.
it's a good middle ground. At least you know what I mean. It keeps them honest, but it's not as head down. You got to play type of thing.
Exactly. Yeah. Because sometimes there's like, dude, when you're doing 4v4, man, oh, you can't like it's just so many. You're talking to the guy across the board. I like the last game we played. I had like I need a tank from the Soviet. I'm like, dude, you gotta bring a tank over to my sides. It's
Yeah,
fun.
my only issue with that, I feel like every player would have to stand up because, especially in RTS mode, because what typically I've seen happen, and I think it would happen, is that you kind of just spawn on your own panel, and you kind of get tunnel vision. Where I think the best way to actually play it would be if everyone was just standing up and could, have units and wherever they want. You know, what I mean, I think it's a small. I think it's a small thing. It looks like a small thing, but I think it would play out a lot differently. But
Oh, I see what you're
anyway,
saying. And yeah, dude,
it's just harder to do when you're sitting down. You're just not gonna do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we do it, man. Because there's games where like I'm low on resources. I need my ally to bring his tank over. It's really fun, man. We've enjoyed 3-3-4-4s a lot. The problem
I
is
think yeah,
the
that'd be a
maps aren't
blast.
balanced. There's a hex on, I think it's this tile here or this tile here has a water hex. We're trying to figure out if that's errata or not. It was like a water hex. I
No,
think
it's really water. It's really water, but
wasn't it here or here? It's like one of these two hexes.
it's 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 a hex, yeah. No, that's really there. I kind of tweaked the panels for
Because dude,
TTS mode,
we're
but
almost wondering if that we think that's a huge imbalance, man. Because we're like the one team literally has to go all the way around, all the other team just goes right up through. I think it's this side. I really think it
yeah,
is that side. It's like a
it's one of the sides, but
oh, it's here.
it's going.
It's right here,
It
man.
is right there.
It's right there.
Yep,
That's where it is.
yep,
Because
yeah,
then you can't. You can only spawn one unit here, and then the other one you have to like. You know what I mean? It's like Jesus.
yeah. It's even with I've been trying to work on the map. I think this is the one map that Chris is kind of thinking that it might be graphically tweaked a little bit for the for the 1.5 or
Yeah.
2.0 campaign. Just because there's a lot of questions with like this is a red line here, for instance.
Yep.
So there's like just the little things, and then this is currently covered up by the footbridge, but otherwise there's a lot of questions there. Can I just hop building to building type of thing across the water with that little? Cause there's a little bit of the bridge there because it's a little wide. There's just a few questions where which ones are there. So graphically, it needs to be cleaned up.
Yeah.
But
Hey.
we'll see. I'm pushing for. I have a new, not really new. I kind of talked with them a little bit about it, but I think I'm gonna push for a new style map for the new campaign where there are 7 hex clusters. So it's a lot easier to do world builder pack type of thing. Because I think a lot of, in my opinion, some resilience to world builder pack is that you don't want to set up for an hour of all these individual hexes.
Yep.
So you want it a little bit easier. So I think if there were 7 hex clusters, you can just pop, 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 pop,
Yep. I have
and
never
then
opened my world builder pack. Didn't even touch it, man.
that's so I don't know. I think that's part of the resilience. I know that I would love. Plus, I kind of want to push Chris to be able to have a full Ardennes campaign. I think some people, the solo co-op players, want it, and I'd actually wanted to be able to. If you have like a regular opponent, I really want to make it a way where you can kind of have it be a front, if this makes sense, like a
Yep.
campaign PvP campaign where, hey,
Wow.
I'm pushing towards Berlin, you're pushing towards Moscow, type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the closer you get to Moscow, like I get some little advantage, and then the closer I push towards, you know what I mean? So I don't know, something cool that, you know what I mean? Something would be, I think it would be cool, but I would like to work on that, but gotta get approval from Chris, of course. So we'll see. But and that would be a lot easier with the new because like we're kind of been discussing 2 map ideas, 2 new maps, but I think I would like to still have the 2 maps as a basic layout for the custom tiles, but have it just be boom boom. You know what I mean? You can lay
Yeah.
them out pretty quickly. Obviously not quite as quickly as this big 2 panel boom boom map, but
Right.
I think it would kind of be a middle ground where the world builder pack, I feel like only the true diehards are going to use that because it's just so much time to really tweak maps.
It's
So
so much time, man. There's certain things like the cathedral. I think is just the biggest waste. It works until you have to put a unit inside. Then you're like, all right, just take this off the board. Literally, when you play in a physical game, you're like, I can't put guys in here.
yeah, I know. I don't
It's like,
disagree with
how
that.
do I get guys?
I painted mine all up, but it's still.
Yeah, but it's great when you sit there like, damn, there's a cathedral there. But like once you get in the game, like, all right, just remove this thing off the board. Another thing we do play as we do play with the hidden mechanics. We can hide units in buildings.
I've seen you play a little bit with that a few
Yeah,
months ago. I haven't seen it recently, but
yeah, and the
yeah,
rule
I
is
don't know about
this.
that.
And
It's
the rule is
interesting.
after the maneuver phase, you have to reveal them. So like you have to reveal them when they're moving because everything is in RTS mode. You have to reveal them, but in the turn base, you do it after the end of maneuver phase because they're
Interesting.
kind of camouflage.
Yeah,
That was our
I mean
thought.
I painted over it so mine don't really open. That slot doesn't really open anymore. So
Oh, gotcha.
I wouldn't really do it that way anymore. But I mean, some people, I personally wouldn't. I don't like hidden information, but I can understand some people. It's cool, and I can understand some people like it. I mean, it's a rule in the game anyway, so it's an optional rule. So people that like it, but
Yep.
my problem is I don't like surprises. Like, oh wham. Problem is that I like if I put up a unit in my building, then I would forget my own units in there. So.
Right.
All
Exactly.
right. Yeah, just so you know, OKW, the big change, kind of like I said. I don't know if you want to look quickly just so you understand
Oh,
what's going
I
on.
definitely want to look, man.
Because since I'm playing them. So flat guns don't have heroic sacrifice.
Makes sense.
So that stops the whole let me just drop a flat gun, I don't really care where in your face. Who
Yep.
cares if it dies? Because the other option was to increase the cost, and I think this is a better option. And then I kind of doubled down on it. So the supply truck
Costs 2 fuel now. Wow.
is it costs 2 fuel, but you'll notice that the building upgrades cost less fuel. And it doesn't have heroic sacrifice. It has 3 health
Yep.
instead of 2,
Nice.
and it can both carry and reinforce. So it becomes kind of I'm gonna call it a pseudo unit. It's not quite a full unit because it doesn't get to fight, but it can play the game. It can kind of carry units and get them, infantry and get them out there.
Oh, wow. It
The big
also has
change
4 health here instead of 6.
Yeah,
Interesting.
so this was my idea with this is that this actually can reinforce now,
That's awesome. Because OKW, that's the
but
biggest weakness right now.
yeah, so now they have 2 options to reinforce, but this only has 4 health, so you don't really want to drop it in someone's face because they can at 6 health is really hard to kill, whereas I feel like 4 is killable.
Oh, it's
So that's my
killable.
opinion.
No, that makes sense. And
So
it's so cheap. I mean, but the problem is, I guess you still gotta spend the 2 fuel on the supply truck. Makes
right, you
sense.
still got to spend it. Yeah, so it's still 1-3, but it's a thing.
Uh,
And then the Kettenkrad is crazy now, so it doesn't have that. So neutralize is completely out of the game. That whole fast neutralize, that nothing has that anymore. I was kind of telling Chris that why not just rely on fast capture? So basically, the Kettenkrad starts with just normal capture, and then if I upgrade, it's a toggle fast capture. So if I do get this upgrade, basically think of it like if I switch from the check mark. Let me grab a
Yeah,
die.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
so
Yeah, the no fire. Just like the T-70 tank with the sight.
right, just like the T-70. So it's both are toggleable now. So basically, so kind of think of it like an inverse of a weapon team. So when I'm driving around, I can move, and well, the Kettenkrad can fire with that one upgrade, but so if I get it, I can move around, but then I actually have to spend a CP or a speed die to switch to no fire mode, so I can't move or fire. But I'm basically hopping off the motorcycle to fast capture.
Oh, wait, you
So
can't move
I can,
then? Or fire.
so, yeah, I can't move or fire, but I immediately capture a spot with this upgrade,
Got you.
and then I have to hop back on the motorcycle for a CP, and then I can then move.
Makes sense.
So it's I think I haven't seen it yet. It's fairly new, but I think it makes them. It's an interesting upgrade. It costs 2 experience, so it's pretty expensive.
Yeah,
But
very expensive.
and again, they don't have heroic sacrifice anymore, but they do have camo.
Yeah,
So
super nice. I actually like that camo idea.
I think it should be fun. Because I got that idea because Chris was playing that commander that had that
Mm-hmm.
before the change, and he was abusing the hell out of it, and it was pretty fun. So I was like, it's pretty fun to have camo. And then the big changes here, yeah. So they have the new, so like the tier 3 has the setup. It has 2 AP. And then the big changes here. The Stuka is 1-4. I don't know if you saw that before. That's still
Oh,
a
wow.
thing.
But its range is, oh, +1. Okay, I like that. I do like that. Very nice.
So I can get back up to the 4 range, but I don't start with it. And
That's
then
super nice. I like that for the Stuka, man.
And the Luke's is a little bit more incentivized because it can get a plus health and a defense die, or it can get a plus health and a speed die. So it's a little bit more versatile, a little bit more incentivized. So
did it lose
we'll see.
its 1 sight range, or always had just 3? Did it have 4?
It never had 4. It always had 3. So it was.
I'm thinking of the T70 again.
Yeah, the T70 can get up to 4. Yep.
Yep.
And then the Oversoldatens are just, they're monsters now. So if you can get them, because they only cost 4 manpower, they start with a defense die. I think they're fun. They come late though, unless you go the one commander. Panthers are a little bit different, and then Stern Pioneers are almost the same, but yeah. So the major change was with the XP inflation. All obviously, oddly enough, OKW doesn't suffer too much from this, but all damage upgrades that are XP upgrades are minimum 2 now. So minimum 2 experience. So
I
you'll
see what you're
kind of
saying.
see that.
Makes sense. Yep.
Be- so it's kind of disincentivizing that early power spikes of, oh, let me get 1 experience and then trade it in for damage every single time type of thing that was happening. So I think it gives you options, and then late game you pretty much, if you have a lot of experience, obviously you get whatever you want. But
Yeah.
by the end of the game, you've earned it, in my opinion.
I
So.
do like these models here, man. Whoever did the OKW models.
Yeah, Flying Flail did. I don't know. I don't, I don't know if that'll ever happen, but that's kind of what I'm pushing for.
That's
So
so sick, man. What a sick design.
yeah, he's sending me some. I'm paying him money to hook me up with some extra vehicle trays and some models.
Dude, my
And
biggest complaint, man, the vehicle trace. I don't know what the hell they thought, man. You don't have enough.
I think they thought people aren't really gonna use them.
It's
I think that's my idea. But
well, I kind of
I
said it in
think
the rule book that you can use vehicle trace for vehicles that have more than like 2 dice. But I was like, dude, yeah, it is what it is.
it is what it is, unfortunately. Yeah, luckily I'm getting Flail to make me some, but I think that's going to be a special skew next time. We'll see. I think I'm going to push. I think many people are asking for that, so if they want to get more vehicles, so vehicle trays. Not everyone's going to want to use them, so I can understand it not being in the box because it's not a flashy item. I hate to defend it because I really hate it as well as I think I hate it more than you do, but I can understand it because it's not a flashy item. Like, is someone gonna want a new tank in the box or extra vehicle trays? And they probably want another tank in the box. So
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess. I think they have too many infantry trays, but not enough vehicle trays. I think it is what it is. I'm not disappointed because what we do is we just go without the dice then. Also,
yeah.
do your stockpile does it go over 9 or are you still capping it at 9?
I'm fine either way. I think Chris was saying that it can go over,
I think it
but
should, but the ruling is it doesn't. So that's also my question. Have you guys talked about
I
that?
don't. I don't know if it really happens much anymore. I know that sounds weird because especially with starting with 6 manpower, it is the starting stockpiles are going to be per map now. It's not going to just be a flat standard. So, I mean, I like 642. I'm actually thinking munitions could actually start lower now. That was one idea I've been having the last couple of days. I haven't committed to it yet, but I actually think because I lowered munition costs,
Yeah, you could. I can
uh,
see it.
it could be 622, and I think that might work. But well, that might not today, but we'll see. I think I'm gonna start maybe testing that a little bit.
Oh shit, this is the
I
red
think,
line here? Interesting.
yeah, but you can start here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so this whole red line is a spawn right now for this
Yep.
map, so you can just boom. Yeah, I imagine you see this one in the corner. You probably want to get that one in the corner, which you are, looks like. So
Yeah, I'm just trying to see.
I'm playing OKW, so I don't have a choice. Very nice. Oh man, Soviets have a choice now. It's crazy. I think it's Yeah, I think this is the play. I think this, starting on your kind of how it was before, starting on your normal panel like this.
Hmm.
Yeah, I could not find a way. I tried really hard to have it like stop like here, You know what I mean? Basically have this gap on the opposite corner, kind of like it was there, but just allow this side to go over the bridge. The
Yeah.
problem is then you only have one spot here. So if I took away these three hexes, then you only have one hex from this spawn. So I was like, ugh, that doesn't work.
Right.
But yeah, this is a water by default, so I got to keep that in mind. I think that's not as big of an issue if that was a water and that doesn't get fixed. I think it's still fine because you have this hex to go one.
No, bro,
to
I'm
go
telling
here.
you, when you're playing that 4-panel 6-bridge map, whatever it's called, 6 bridges, dude, it's like you get stuck between the build. If you look at the old maps with it, you'll see the problem. You can only spawn one unit across the map.
If it's up to me, I would still fix it. Don't get me wrong.
Bro, that's why you fixed it yourself. Look at you.
That's what I'm saying. I would do it. If it's up to me, I would do it. Trust me. Now, he literally, now that I have access to the files, I saw that he literally has the 12 pont map from the video game and then just tweaked it a little bit. Like, it reminded me of it, but I didn't realize that it was exactly that map. It's obviously not the full thing, you know what I mean? Because the image file goes over these two panels, but it has that main bridge, like you don't really get to see the graveyard area over here, but it has, or that whatever cemetery, and then it has, oh, that's actually over here, but it has that, you know what I mean?
Yep.
It's there. It's just you can't. You really get to see it when you actually have the whole file, but
Yep.
yeah, because I was like, was water so important on this map? And then I look at the bigger. Once you you know what I mean, see the full map, the water doesn't have such an impressive, you know what I mean, oppressive feel to the map. Where this, it's just a condensed, zoomed in version of the center that it kind of does. So it is what it is, I guess.
All right, who goes first?
All right, we can either you can pick or we can roll. I don't really care. Going first isn't a big deal anymore.
Yeah. All right, you can go first.
All right, sounds good. That way I don't have to deal with dice rolling. All right. We're doing turn-based. Should I spice it up? I'm not gonna spice it up because it's your first time or second time trying, one of the two.
First
All
time
right,
trying operations.
Yeah, so so we'll just go the higher number. And I'll just go 1, 2, 3 over to the obvious cool spot in the corner. And then over to you. I imagine you're going to do the same.
Right.
Why are you doing the fuel? Well, I picked the higher number, didn't I? So you know it's not 1. All right, and then I will go on my fuel.
Right.
And you'll dive on the corner. Are you not going to dive in the corner?
No,
what?
I'm not.
What? No, you're crazy. You've always been crazy, man. I don't know. You do crazy stuff. All right.
All right.
All right. So that's it. So it was a 4. I could have chose the 1, but I didn't.
It was a 4. Oh,
it was a.
Oh, that means a total of 4 between us two.
It would have been 12 cubes each. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. So I captured 1 fuel. So we both get 1 experience point then, if I'm correct.
That is correct, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I think I like auto as well instead of a starting flat 2 because auto lets me as a designer say, okay, which one should players have at the end of the first round that are only 1 experience. So it gives it a little bit more. I don't even want to see what you're doing. I gotta do some check out my crazy commanders now. Yeah, another thing that's inflation, XP inflation allowed is that the you probably noticed it as you're looking through, but the one spawns for free
Hmm.
call-ins are able to go up to 4 experience, except for the priest. I think the priest is cheap enough that it should still be 3, but the big ones go up to 4. And then the other XP costs get to stay lower, so the ones without free call-ins, it's a little bit. I think it just makes it a little bit more balanced. And I feel like the new firing arc. I'm not gonna go Stugs, but I feel like Stugs are a lot more balanced now with the new firing arc.
Yeah, the Stugs are definitely a Stugs for life are definitely that, man.
Well, I think with again the new firing arc, it's not. They're not monsters that they quite were, and I think that they're gonna be more fine now. Are they gonna be perfectly fine? I don't know, but now that's minimum 5 experience to get one out. So so many good ones. Oh, just so you know, you don't. I don't think U.S. has any. But heroic sacrifice, I am pushing for heroic sacrifice to still give for a unit that you lose to still give you an experience point. That's going to be an item of contention. I know people are going to be on both sides. Well, probably most people are going to be against me on that one. But because it's removed from my core units
Yeah.
and it's special commander abilities that you're paying for it, I feel like you should get something from it. But that's my opinion. So that's probably going to be a hot item of contention. Because I wouldn't go it. You know what I mean? I hate to say it, but I wouldn't go it if I don't still get the XP from losing a unit. If I just deny you the VP and I'm paying for it, I wouldn't.
Yep.
I wouldn't pick those commanders. So
Okay, I think I'm ready. I just gotta bring out one more unit. Oops.
oh boy, one more unit. Crap. I'm not. I was looking at my commanders. I don't need to get a commander yet. Let's just do what I gotta do. I gotta deal with this shenanigans on the other side of the board. Can I afford all this?
Just let you know, people on Twitch are saying that the Allies will win this game. That's the vote so far.
All right.
And that vote came from me. Oh boy.
Boy, I see what you're doing though. This is, oh man, I gotta deal with that. You're, you like have these big brain plays. I don't like it.
I don't know if it's big brain. I'm just trying to stretch the system as far as possible right now.
And you're gonna go first this round.
Yep. So I might as well look at the operations. What is that? Alt Shift?
Yeah, if you're done buying, yeah, you can look. Oh, you gotta pull the top card off first, because you're gonna be looking at the bottom card of the entire deck space.
Gotcha.
You don't. Uh, I kind of needed someone on this side of the board. This is awkward now. Awkward.
Interesting.
I don't like it, but I'm doing it. All right. I think I'm as ready as I'm gonna be.
Good. It's all good, baby, baby.
This doesn't make any sense, though. I'm doing it. All right, you ready?
Oh
Are you still picking which one you want? What side?
no, I got it picked. Let me just put on
Oh, you
some.
picked?
Yeah, let me put on some of my classical. All right, so I did pick, and I don't have to show you, correct, until it's over.
Correct. You just put it. You just point
I
it
have to
towards the
rotate it though.
board. Yeah, you may have to rotate it. If you're picking the higher, if you're picking the 2 to 5 side of the card, you got to rotate it. Yep. If you're picking the bottom, there you go. You still have it set to 15% to the 30. You're crazy. Are you
Yeah,
picking the lower number?
the lower number,
The 1 to
correct.
4 number.
Yep.
All right. It doesn't necessarily have to be the lower number now. That's interesting, but it's the top side. Okay, so you're picking the 1 to 4. Interesting. Okay. And you bought a whole bunch of stuff.
Yep.
What commander did you go? Ah, crap. That's why. Okay, you went the Rangers. Okay.
And I go first, correct?
Yeah, you go first.
Hmm. All right, so here we go.
That makes
All
sense.
right.
All right, I guess that's it. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, the only thing I can do to counter that is double speed die. You. No, why that's a 4. It should be as 1 health. All right. So that's 2 cubes. I'll go ahead and use my speed die on my supply truck. been a big round. Hmm. Have any? US just be crazy, yo. All right. Last cube. I guess I just got to. I guess I'll move this guy into the building because I can leave the building still. So, all right. Over to you. Hopefully it's
Right.
not a one.
And that is a
Moving
1,
one.
so that's it.
Was a one? I had a feeling it was a one. Uh. All right. So no combat. Capture over here. You capture the center. I thought for sure, man, you were gonna screw me over here. I thought for sure. I get more fuel. I'll take it.
All right.
Really hate my Storm Pioneer placement now. Um, I don't know how to deal with that right now. All right. Well, we do have 2 XP, so I gotta start looking at commanders to solve this issue. Those are tough. That's tough choices. I don't want to go this. We'll go at. Let's see.
And you get the first command, and you choose the operations this time.
I do choose the operations. Yep. All right. I guess that's what I'm doing. I'm not happy about it, but oh well. All right. Let's see. Are you ready?
Yep.
What'd you do? Did you buy anything?
Yeah, I bought an upgrade for this army man, and I went to tier 2 on my commander.
Oh boy, you got defensive stance.
Now, a weird question is, but do you get +1 defense if you're in a building by spending 1 command point? So rolling 4 defense dice, or that's still not legitimate?
With defense stance?
Yeah, I'm guessing
That's
yes,
probably
but
currently yes. I guess let's say yes, because if it's broken, I'll have to put a caveat on those cards that it can't be used in a building. So
yep.
because it currently doesn't specify, and it needs to if it is a thing. So
And you choose operations. What are you getting us?
yeah, let's see what I get. All right, let's go the 2 to 5. All right. Oh, did I pick your card on your side of the table?
It's all good, man. Just bring it over to your side.
Sorry about that. All right. Yeah, I'll choose the 2 to 5. Okay. All right. Whew. This is crazy now. Yeah, I think where your mouse pointer is, that's kind of scaring me. So I'm gonna speed die and move one my supply truck onto that manpower because I don't have anything else there. If you jumped on that with that guy, I have nothing. I don't have anything. I don't have any units at all. So
And that thing cannot capture, if I'm correct.
buildings still do, but it does not by itself.
Right,
So
by
it's
itself,
still that
yep.
delayed lame thing. It's sad, but OKW kind of need it because their shit's too expensive. I don't really care for it, but there's no real fix for it. It's just weird. I don't even know what the hell you're gonna do. These Rangers, man, they're pretty scary.
Oh, dude, it's nuts.
You love that shit. You just love that 4CP stuff. Every
Oh,
time I play you, man, you always
I
go
mean,
to
it's
those
the biggest.
4CP guys.
It's like such, especially with 15 command points. It's like, whoa, this is like way bigger advantage if that comes out.
All right, let's see. I gotta, man, I have so much I need to capture this round. You can do some crazy crap with this over here. Um, yeah, let me just. I think I'm gonna play safe-ish and move up my supply truck with my speed die. One more here. And I'll just move up my other Storm Pioneer over here. Alright. Let's see what you do, Mr. Ranger boy. You have 3 Rangers already. It's crazy.
Yeah.
3 bars.
That's it. Right
Yeah,
there.
I was a little bit concerned about lowering their munition cost down to 3, and then with that commander, but we'll see.
No, if that commander it works fine, dude. I mean, but normally 3 is expensive. I'd only be able to get 2 out right now. It's just that's the only counter I know for working W early game is countering them with the same amount of firepower. You know what I mean?
It's a good counter. I mean, it's scary to deal with. Definitely scary. All right. Funny, I have 5 units. I don't feel like I have 5 units. Dealing with 3 Rangers and a Jeep. All right.
Ugh.
I
What?
think I could safely move up this supply truck. But do I want to? It's like, the hell else are you gonna do with that goddamn rifleman, man? What else are you gonna do with that guy in the center of the board? You can go anywhere with 4 4 CP. You can be a teleport to anything. I'm just gonna. I gotta commit over here. I think you're weak over here, so let's just. And I think I'm gonna fully commit. Okay, and then the 1 cube left. Wait, this guy should have a cube on it. Why didn't I put it?
You just
Oh
speed
no,
die
because
and
the
then 1
speed
cube.
die.
Yeah.
I forgot the speed die, yeah. Speed dice are hard for me to visually see in TTS and understand. Okay. Um yeah. I still play that speed dice have to be used first because that was gonna
Yeah, that's
make it
how we
into
do
one
it.
play. Now
That's how we've
I
always
don't
done it.
know. I don't know if it's needed with the operations deck, but I still
It's
play it
needed.
that way because I still think that's best. I think that should be in there, but kind of why I always play it that way because it's definitely. 1 cube left, man. This is tough because you can be anywhere. I think. Yeah, the problem is double speed does, because that's like crap. I have to go boom boom and a cube just to spend one cube. I have to go 3. 1, 2, 3. Well, I'm gonna spend 1 speed die on the Cat and Crab. And oh, I can spend. I have this other Stern Pioneer. I forgot. This guy's blue. I hate blue and then blue and blue. Yeah, I can just do this. There we go. All right, feel a little bit better now. Over to you. Like, man, I actually have 6 guys. Okay. Rangers be scary.
All right. So, 1, 2.
Did you? Okay, just so you
Oh wait,
know.
wait,
Okay,
wrong
let me.
one, wrong one. I gotta get the anti-tank, anti-vehicle one right.
Yeah, just so you know. Yeah. Razor wire is turning into barbed wire most likely. So barbed wire only stops infantry. So tank traps are needed for vehicles. Yeah.
Okay,
Just
so
so you
that's
know.
what it is. Okay.
Yeah. So razor wire is being. It was. There was no reason to make tank traps before. So we're leaning heavily towards that direction. So I guess that's not in the bottom right, but. You're smart, man. I hate playing against you.
No, man, I'm just trying to figure this out, dude. I think it's a 6. All right, back to you. It's gonna block you from going down through there.
Well, problem is I wanted to get down there, right? But it was like so risky because then you're just gonna go next to me in the building, and it is what it is, and then you have a really high chance with 2 AI to kill me. I still have. Oh, this Jeep is okay. The Jeep's stepping up. I don't have a great chance of killing the Jeep, but my problem is I need munitions whether I want them or not. Problem is I really want to shoot you in the middle there. I don't really have enough firepower.
I'm like, this building right now is kind of like, I'm like, do I go in it? Do I not? That's been on my mind the whole time. Because the thing is, I know you got to build tier 3 because you can. You don't need. Oh, you have to go tier 2. Oh, you have to go tier 2. Wow. But you can probably
Well,
you can build
I do
both.
have two. I do have yeah, I do have 2 supply trucks out. So theoretically, I could. I don't know what rushing tier 3 really gets me because I can't buy anything. But I'm slow capturing that thing. My Stern Pioneer sucks being where it's at. Yeah, I think that he's just got to enter the building. Guy over here. I don't really have. He's so far. Someone was here and left. Didn't have it up, so I didn't get to see. And then 1 cube left. I hate when I leave myself with 1 cube and I'm like, damn it, I need 2 cubes. Yeah, I can't safely do what I want to do. Why wouldn't you just go into the building? I just think you're gonna go into the building. I
Well, the
don't
thought
really
is,
see.
it's really now that I blocked you here. My thought is, since you're blocked here, are you gonna go for this point or this point? You know what I mean? And that's gonna decide if this guy goes this way or that way. That's why I haven't gotten to the building exactly yet.
Yeah, I could see. I mean, it's tough, right? Like, you can definitely hit one of my XP, my XP pin cushions if you want to. I can't really stop you. Um, Man, my Storm Pioneers were definitely in a bad spot. I just was very scared of something last round, and now I'm paying for it. Well, now that you have me blocked, I think I can do my other speed die. Go here. Should I just go next to you? Seems stupid, right? But maybe not. All right, we'll do that. And then I don't really. This just sucks because I, I don't have a good spot for this damn Storm Pioneer. All right, I'm gonna do it. I'll move up. I don't want to, but I will go. I'll go here. All right, your turn. Not happy about it, but
Hmm.
you take trapping me out of there.
I have to, man. I think I have to because that thing is gonna be a pain. That's
That's
my three
awesome.
right there.
That is so awesome that it's getting used that heavily. All right. I mean, I thought for sure you're gonna take that from me. I didn't really have a good answer to it too.
Is that it for the turns?
No, we're still going.
Whoa! So I guess it's back to you now.
Yep. I gotta cover that bad boy up because you're gonna take the next round, obviously. If I thought I was like, dude, I can't lose that fuel. I didn't want to do that. That's why I didn't want to spend my. I messed up. I didn't want to commit this Stern Pioneer in Pioneer in that direction, but. Okay. Well, I'm going to move on to this munitions point. And then move on to this one. Alright, over to you.
So
What are you stepping up on me? What the hell? Oh shit! You're crazy, man.
I think I can do some work here. Why not? Let's do it.
Well, now you can't build sandbags though. Oh shit! You're okay. All right.
All right, that's
Okay.
it for me. Back to you.
Luckily, I have more cubes. Jesus. All right. Woo! Oh man, this is not. I am not liking this. Boy. Hmm. And you still have so many options. This is just craziness. I don't like it. I could chunk the shit out of that one rifleman. If I just build sandbags, I think that's the best play. Is just build sandbags and deal with more incoming damage. I don't know. That's so stupid. Ah! I got you to move off that. Boy, I don't know. I gotta look away from that panel for a second. That's just so much tension over there, man, with your gunners, your rangers. I can still weasel my way around here a little bit. And I gotta play it safe. Alright, and then I'll just build sandbags. Seems like suicide, but how do I just want to move one? No, because if I move one, you can kill me. Alright, we're doing it. We're just building sandbags. Alright, last 3 cubes, man. You can spend 3 more. You have the ranger ability.
Hmm. All right, that's it for me.
All right, that was a 5. Damage phase.
You don't want to retreat any. I guess I have an option to retreat, and then you have an option to retreat. I'm not retreating anybody.
I'm not either. Let's just do this. Oh boy. So 2 on that guy. Are you doing 4 on the going for the chance for the kill?
Well, the question is, if I target the other guy, I get 1 experience point, right? If I target this
Yeah,
thing.
if you target that, you get 1 extra. So do you want experience or do you want the chance to kill?
I'm fine right there.
I think I gotta target this. Hmm. Trying to argue myself that I should target this guy instead of this guy, but this guy's just too deep to not target, so I think I gotta target him. Chunk him for 2. I guess I can pull back my cubes. All right, let's do this. I guess. I guess we gotta see if this guy dies, right? So
4 defense
I
dice.
get
Oh, 2
I get
defense dice.
two defense dice against. I guess I should have copied him.
Now, in this case, will the in this question we have in our group chat, will the sandbags take damage if you do not block it?
So the new so I didn't go over the new sandbags. So the new defenses. So what we're I know this is I hate that we this is sadly the best idea we've I and we have come up with so far is that they don't because they're always forgotten. We're trying to come up with a new system because we don't want people to have to roll for them as well. So it's what we're thinking of is just a flat 2. If you do 2 or more damage to the hex, then all field defenses on that hex die.
Interesting.
So that way, I know it sounds weird because if you had another health type, kind of, but so like if you do 1, no matter what the damage type is, that way you don't have to put a die tracking the health, because it's always forgotten. I don't know. There's not a great solution to this because it's just always forgotten. So I think that's so far the best. So they're just gone no matter what after.
All right, so roll the 2 defenses. Come on, baby. Just miss 1. Ooh. So
I needed that. Needed to survive. All right, so he gets chunked for 2. You didn't build sandbags. You went further instead of building sandbags, which was interesting.
all right, and then I guess my Jeep gets to roll 2 defense dice.
My Stern Pioneer will get 1. Yep. There you go. Oh, you got him over there. That's
I don't know what the hell
really,
that. It's like lagging a little bit here. All right, let's see what we got. So 1
big
damage
one.
goes through.
Fair enough. And then I get 1 since I'm in the cemetery. Oh, and I fail it. That's not good for
That
me.
is not good at all, man.
This guy's like, this is not looking good over here. Uh, okay. All right. All right. So experience. So yeah, we could have done it there. We forgot. That's fine. So
So I
I
got
targeted
1, 2.
2, and you targeted 2, so we both got 3.
Well, if we target the same enemy twice, it's only 1 still, right?
What's that? Sorry.
If 2 units target the same enemy, it's only 1.
Correct. Yeah. So it's for each enemy targeted. Yep. So if you split, you would have got 4, but you very luckily did not get a kill.
All right, so that's one fuel, one victory point.
Oh, that's I get the munitions at least. I was like, man, I hope I got something this round. Might have to try out the new ability this game. We'll see. Give your opinion if it's broken. We'll see. All right. Collect. So you have 2 victory points. I have 2. I have everything, almost except for XP. Um. Let's see.
Hmm. All right, all right. Just give you a heads up, Brian. I'm gonna have to get off around 5 o'clock, man. But I'm gonna go grab a snack quick while you figure out what you're doing. Don't look at my side of the board because I'm ready to kill.
I'm sure you are ready to kill. I'm not looking. Sucks, cause I don't want to switch this guy over, but I gotta. Where's his health back? Why didn't I get his health back?
All right.
Trying to think of what you could have done without looking. Let's see. Think I remember you unlocked tier 2. And you went that commander. really want to. Situation on this side of the board. I got this guy. Weird spot. Man, I am so spread thin. These Rangers be real. Going first this round.
I think that's correct. I think you are going first.
But you're going first. I went first last time.
Oh, super nice.
Do I have to get this unit? I don't want to get one of these, but I think I have to. All right. I think I'm done buying. So, is there anything I can spend munitions on? Actually, there is. I think I actually do need to get a flak gun. I don't want to get a flak gun, but
What will Brian do? What will Brian do?
where would I put the flak gun? I almost have to put it here. You're just gonna back up. I have to put it here. Just like suicide. Alright, I'm putting it there. I don't care. It's stupid, but I'm doing it. We'll see what happens. Alright, what you got?
A priest.
Yeah, I figured that's your commander thing.
Why not, right? It's pretty weak because it doesn't splash or anything. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it was just I kept it pretty cheap. I mean, it's long range and cheap.
Long range, the Soviets' mortars shoot further than that bad boy.
Oh, well, not without their upgrade, they don't.
Oh, you have an upgrade on them now?
Yeah, they don't start with 5. Their cost came down to 4, so.
Alright, so I think we go first.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I got to use my operations card first.
Yep.
Alt Shift. All right, and I get to go first.
Backing that guy up. Back up. Just remember, I do actually have to set up the flak, which is a huge nerf to the flak alone.
This
But
thing?
I have to set it up and pick a direction. Yeah.
What? I did not know that.
Yep. Yeah, it's all placements. Yep, have a firing arc. Yep. So it's kind of got that
Well,
weird
shit.
small thing.
Okay, well, at that point, I'm not gonna move my guy. Thanks for letting me know that.
Yeah, it's not. It's yeah. So they're kind of getting double hit here, but
All right, that's my 3.
pick the higher number. Okay. Whew. Oh boy.
What is retreat? 3 cubes, right? 3 hexes back?
Yeah, 3x is back. Yep, anywhere towards your spawn or any retreat point. Um. I think I gotta build. Do I have to build? I don't think I have to build reservoir. Let's go without it. Seems crazy, but I think we're just gonna go 1, 2 into the building. Okay.
This guy can shoot anywhere that Lush, if I'm correct. And it's 2
Yeah, the Luke's has got a 2 AI turret. Yeah.
and 3 sight. Interesting.
Oh, thanks. I gotta update that graphic. Thanks for reminding me. That one, for some reason, I updated my old copy, but now that I'm using their files, Luke's
We're gonna
give a turret icon. There we go. In my notes. Okay. All right. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things going on this round. Let's see.
and now it is my turn for 3.
Well, I didn't spend my last. I have
Oh,
one
yeah,
more.
yeah, yeah.
I am going to speed die this guy and I think move him one more. Well, no, I'm gonna move Storm Pioneer one. There we go. Okay, your turn. Hoping it's higher than a 2, but I don't really like the situation. At least I'm going second, so that's a consolation prize. So if I see you move certain things, I just gotta hope you don't roll your HE well. That's all I gotta hope, right?
Right.
I mean, that's all I got. That's no crits, no crits. Oh, you did skip tier 2.
Yeah.
I, for some reason I thought you bought it, but you never got any tier 2 units. Yeah, that commander is, I think, pretty juicy now. And you're gonna get a free major at the end of the round too. Is what it is, I guess. Oh boy, what the hell's going on over here?
Where they go? There we go.
Are you moving on and sandbagging? Fair enough.
Mm. And then for the third one, I'm on my head hit the ground. Give him +1 defense dice.
Alright, we can just give him a thing on the tile. Yes, Persephone.
Right.
Yeah, well, you're committed to that hex now.
I am. Well, I can't still retreat, technically, couldn't I? After your move?
Yeah, you can. Oh, this is weird. Because you're playing it as if it's a 2. And I don't like that.
Well, it all depends if you guys are going to come out or not. That's really what the deciding factor is.
Who's coming out?
You guys out of that building. Cause
Why
still,
would I come out of that building? I have no reason to come out of the damn building. I'm dead if I do.
I still got one more cube left, you know what I mean? On those guys, so.
Yeah, but I don't know where I'd go. I only have one cube on that guy,
Yeah.
so there's not really a spot to go. I mean, I already have that corner captured, so there's not. I don't really have a spot to go with that guy. It's just raw chaos. I hate it. That was good playing. I wish you weren't a good player, man.
I'm not,
I'm just
man.
kidding.
I am honestly not. And I'm also like learning, everything's changed so much between the two factions. So it's like, yeah, I mean, how do you know exactly how everything is?
It's fine. I could have gotten a Stuka there, and I was arguing myself that it actually would have made sense there to spend the 4 fuel instead of the Lukes. Because I was like worried that you're gonna get tier 3 soon because you're US, and I'm like, the Lukes just falls off so hard versus anything but infantry. But we'll see if I can get my bang from my buck. I really wanted the saving the fuel, so. Alright, well, I need to capture this manpower. That needs to happen this round. You're in a nice enough position where I think I have to decide if I'm setting up my flak on, but
And I try to set up where your flak gun can only target. You know what I mean? That's
it's
the
just
idea
so
there.
weak now. Yeah, it's just like so.
In some sense, it does make sense that it should have a setup arc, but if only 2 range, it's just like
Yeah, it's kind of like the weird thing, but it's only 3 munitions, so it's like, you know what I mean? It's
yep.
really a hard thing to really say what should it be. Like previously, it was such a crutch for OKW that it's really hard to say, okay, post that, post the changes. You really got to balance them around, not it being, without it being a crutch, and it leads to these situations where you have the damn things around it. I just gotta assume that you're not done. You're not, like, you have me in a bad spot, but
Yeah, we're both in a bad spot, man.
I think what I can do is I can actually assault. I think I'm gonna assault. I know this actually seems like the worst idea, but I'm gonna assault.
So you have no more defense dice, correct?
Yeah, so how it works is you target me as if I'm here.
Mhm.
So basically I'm getting out of the range of your rifleman. That's why I'm doing it. So only your Jeep can, well, technically your priest can hit me too, of course, but 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Your priest can hit me, but I mean, I just gotta,
How does that
it
work?
is what it
How does
is,
that
I
work with
guess.
splash though? Because the assault question come up if I have a splash. How is that going to work there?
If who has splash, what?
Like, let's say
The
we have a
priest.
unit with splash damage, and like,
Yeah, and you target there. Yeah, it still only target.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, because both the
Yeah.
ally and you would get damage at the same time. Both the friendly and enemy would get damage at the same
So
time.
I think splash needs to be any other units other than the target on that hex, and then adjacent hexes.
Right, that's what I mean. If it's adjacent hexes, does that mean it hit my Jeep and your guys? Let's say I
I
splash
think that's
here.
what it has to do, right? That makes sense, right? So like basically, if you target me here, and your Jeep's still there, then your Jeep would have to take the splash as if it's adjacent.
Cool.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I think that's how it has to be. So splash has to be any other units on the hex, if there are any, plus adjacent hexes. It's gonna have to be how splash is worded.
Gotcha.
That is a good question. I am gonna have to note that down because that is a good question with
Because in
the
that case,
assault rules.
yeah.
Splash
So, for example,
effects.
with this assault, can my guys, they can't attack you now because technically you're on this hex?
Which ones?
My
The
rifleman here,
rifleman?
yeah.
Right, yeah, that's why I'm doing it. So I'm targetable here. Sorry, there, I lagged for a second. So I'm targetable on the Jeep. So that's why I'm doing it. Is so that I'm assaulting basically there so that these guys.
Can you
That
assault
leaving
any
one.
unit?
Yeah, any unit can assault anything, yep. As long
Okay.
as it's a valid target hex. Like you can even assault into razor wire, but if the razor wire, you know what I mean? If the razor wire is still there, then you don't go in. So like there's no real restrictions there. It's just, hey, if you got to kill that razor wire, so you have to target. So it comes in. That's why I'm glad that stuff's going down to 1 CP, the battlefield defenses, because like razor wire becomes counterable. Because before it was just stupid. It just slowed down the game too much, I felt. But I have to play it as if this is the last round. So I think I I hate that. That's why I love and hate this operations deck. But I think I have to speed die onto this. I'm gonna do it. Doing it. All right. And that gives me one more cube. I gotta set up my flat gun. I don't want to. Yeah, I'm gonna set it up. Facing that guy. That's facing your guy that's there. Alright. I did. I chose it. Not a CP, so what do we got? Is that it?
Are you retreating any units?
Oh, is that it?
That's it.
Yeah, flip it if it's it. Okay. No, I'm not, I'm rolling.
Alright, I'm gonna retreat this guy. So 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Man, you almost had me there though. Jesus.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
You can still wreck me now. Not quite like it's necessarily working out for me, but.
Okay, and I guess damage phase.
Oh, did that ability say that you can't move until the next? It does say you can't move until the next maneuver phase.
This unit cannot. Oh, okay. I did not realize that.
Do you think that needs to specify that that unit can't retreat, or do you think that's clear enough as to what it's saying?
Because see,
Just asking from a.
No, I think it makes sense that you can't retreat. I just didn't think about it until you mentioned it. I don't think it needs to be specified. If somebody says, "Hey, you can't move until the next maneuver phase."
Okay, so you think that's fine? Okay, I just want to say if it.
No,
I mean,
fine.
if there's space there, if I should just say can't retreat, or if that makes sense.
I mean, the easy thing to do is when you say when under the retreat keyword, just put down retreat is considered a move action. You know what I mean? Retreat is a move action. That costs.
There's just space there. I could probably just also put under in brackets can't retreat as well.
Gotcha. All right. So no retreat.
Both, so you can't. So you can't. You couldn't have actually moved again. Oddly enough, like you couldn't have spent a CP. Okay.
Yeah.
At least that's a downside thing because that thing looks really nice. So you do get that defense dice that got moved somewhere. Oh boy. Hopefully you're not spawning one of those there.
No, I gotta copy my defense dice here.
All right. Well, you are. I'm assaulting here, so as if I'm here, so I have to target that guy because he's my only target. Now I have potential 6 on that rifleman. You get 3 defense dice against 4 damage. And should I chunk the other rifleman for 2? Or should I guarantee the kill? I really can't afford losing that munitions. I really hate to focus fire, but I think I gotta. I think I gotta just hit the 6 on it. It just seems so stupid, but. Oh, you're chunking the shit out of my flag. Oh, you are doing the priest on the Stern Pioneers.
Yeah.
Oh boy. That's a smart play. Yeah, I don't know who would have to retreat first. If it's, I would think it would actually be turn order. So
yeah,
it'd actually be with operations deck. So first team would have to retreat first, then second team would have the options. So because I went second, so you would have to retreat first, then me.
How we did it was after the last person moves, that person gets an option to retreat any units, and then the enemy team gets to choose. Then that's how we've been doing it. So like, for example, you finish last, that means you get to retreat first, and then I get to then have an option to retreat my units.
I think that makes more sense without the operations deck, but with the operations deck, I think it should be the normal turn order way, because you don't necessarily know it's going to end, if that makes sense. Whereas the old 3-6-6-3 or whatever, like you guys typically play, you know it's your last cubes, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
So that's why that first team was able to. That's why they added that caveat. So I think that caveat can go away with the operations deck because you don't. The second team already is like, ah, I didn't know that was my end of my cubes, and
All right, I'm gonna do that. There you go. That's
you are
it.
gonna split, huh? Oh boy.
Yeah, it's just the extra experience point.
Yeah, it's really the smart. Sadly, I need 5 experience, and I could only get 4 anyway, I guess. So, all right. Okay, so now we can get experience. That's what I like about this. Okay, so I am targeting 2, so I get 3. And I think you're targeting 3, so you get 4.
Yep.
Oh, you're targeting me in the building. Shit. Hoping I didn't lose all my infantry this round because they're so damn
Nah,
expensive.
dude, you're not gonna lose it.
3 defense dice against 2. With 2 reds, I'm dead. This guy's definitely, well, not
I was tough to
100%
roll.
definite, but 90% definite. You have to get double red for him to live. All right, let's do that first, I guess. Okay, this guy's just dead, so I guess
Yep.
we can do that because there's no amount of.
So I get
Whatever
another
you roll.
experience point.
You do. I get a victory
Damn.
point. I'll take
Interesting.
the victory point, but I don't get an XP for that. I just get a VP. All right.
Did sandbags get destroyed or no?
Yeah, there was enough damage there, so boop. All right, what do we want to?
Let's do
Yeah,
the
let's see
HE
if that guy
shots.
dies. Yeah, let's see if he is. It's very likely. So. Yep. All right. He's
Woo.
dead. All right. Let's see if your Jeep dies as well. I guess. So I get an experience, which is nice.
2 defense dice. Here we go. Oh, he's dead.
Two VP there, and you got 1, but you got another experience.
Yep.
You're gonna be spending them like candy now.
All right. I guess this thing's here is next.
All right, 2 defense dice. Oop. AI. Ooh, 1 damage. Okay. I guess I can pull back my cubes.
And that's
All
it.
right. Oh no, my
Oh
guy in the building.
yeah. Oh boy.
Oh, I get 3 dice. Whew, thank God I get 3 dice. I don't know if it's gonna be enough though. Can't have 2. I gotta have no 2 reds. Oh, phew. It was
Nice.
like cockeyed, but it didn't matter because that one red would have been fine anyway. All right, I kind of wanted him to die. I know that sounds weird. I wanted that XP. All right.
I
That was a
captured
good
nothing.
capture phase. That was a good capture phase for me because I steal your fuel.
Mm-hmm.
And I get my manpower finally that's been in front of my base all game. Okay. I guess that's going to be where my tier 3 building is. Whether I like it or not. Oop, I hit some key. Went that key. I don't know. Overall, I like OKW. They definitely play. They're more mobile with the supply track being able to carry. I didn't take advantage of it this game, but and the Kettenkrad's really fun now. I think it's balanced. It's very scary though, because it doesn't have heroic sacrifice, so you just have to face check them. And I thought so many times you were just gonna face check them and kill them, but really need to get munitions. See a big doggy. All right, we gotta get one more round in. All right. I can't. Can't afford anything this round. I need that one more XP to get a call in. I can't afford anything. It's an interesting commander. I think the only thing is that Sturm Officer. Oh, that's only 2. I might have to use it this round. Let's see. Oh boy. What's your VP at? 6?
6, yeah.
6 to 7.
Okay, I'm done with my setup then.
Alright, I guess I gotta pick my... Yeah, I'm not buying anything. I just unlocked tier 3 and that's it, so...
I'm gonna rerun the polls to see what people think who's gonna win this game. Access our allies now. We'll see what the general public thinks, what the Twitch community thinks. You're not buying anything?
I can't... I can't! I
What?
unlocked my tier 3! I mean, I could have. Tier 3 is cheaper for me now, right? Because I pay the fuel sooner with the supply truck.
Yeah.
So it's only 2-3, but like I can't buy any tier 3 units, and I mean, I actually can't afford literally any. I mean, the only thing I could buy is a tier 1 unit, supply truck or Kettenkrad, and
Alright, I am ready! Let's get ready to rumble!
I'm not ready to rumble. You got a Sherman.
Yep, and a major.
With the big gun upgrade. He upgraded its AP. And the major on the other side.
Oh, wait.
And
I gotta tick off this on 1, 2.
What happened? Oh, you didn't pay for the Sherman?
Yeah, I didn't take it off. There we go. I had to use.
But you got the major for free, right?
Yep, I had to use the 4 experience just to get 1 extra manpower, 1 extra fuel to get that Sherman out.
I know, isn't that interesting though?
It is.
I like it, but what do you think? Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, dude, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I don't know how the hell I'm gonna deal with the Sherman, but that just be what it be, yo. All right, let's do this. I am gonna do. Oh, now I don't know if I want to do what I was gonna do. I think I'm scared. A little scared. How many? I got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, arguably 5 units. Yeah, I still gotta do the higher. I don't. It's stupid for me to do the higher number, but I'm gonna do the higher number. All right.
All right. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. I'm not really pleased with it, but. All right, so let's open up what we gotta open up with. I think my Luke's is gonna have to move at some point. I don't know. My flat gun is just dead. That's just out. That's just out of the game. I hate going first with this. I don't really have anything that is. Yeah, okay, we are gonna move the Lukes. Let's just move the Lukes. We're gonna back up. Can I back up and turn? How does this work? Let me think. If I do this. Yeah, I think that's all I want to do. Okay, and oh man, I should have got my Luke some upgrade. But I didn't. I should have got its health upgrade for 1. Damn it. Experience. That would have been a smart play. 2 is very vulnerable. Um
Hmm.
let's pack this guy up. Let's get that out of the way. Send no 1 CP there, because he's not firing at anybody right now, so. And yeah, let's hop out of the building. Alright.
All right. So my turn.
Weird first turn, but I'll take it, I guess. I don't have a choice. You got like all this tier 3 crap. But yeah, I mean, that was kind of obvious on the major.
Yep. Back to you.
Alright, I think I'm gonna hop in this building here with this Stern Pioneer. And I think I move the Stern Pioneer up another one.
All right.
Then 1 left. Do I want to push him up 1 more? Yeah, let's push him up 1 more. Although Sherman doesn't have a speed die, right?
No,
Um,
he does not.
I don't know if I gain anything by going up 1 more. Yeah, let's save that cube. Let's see. What can I put that cube anywhere else? I guess I can set up my tier 3 view building. Let's do that. Facing this way. Seems like a waste of a cube. 2 AP in this little tiny arc.
Yep.
It's a thing. Not much, but kind of like the video game.
All
Little
right.
fun little thing.
So now it's my turn with 3 cubes.
Yeah. And that's kind of why I didn't want to move up, because I'm like, you're gonna go there no matter what, right? There's no reason for you to not go there.
Right. So I went 1, 2, churned, 3, churned. So this way and this way, churned this way, and then.
Yeah, you could have definitely got there and got that way.
Yep.
There's like 3 ways. I was like, could you? But no, you could have definitely got. You could have just went this way and
Yeah.
done it, but.
All right, now it is back to you.
I hate that guy. Shermans are scary now, man. I don't know. They just feel scarier, even though their full stat didn't change. But oh boy, I need some big guns over here to deal with that Sherman. All right, I think I'm gonna 2, 3. Gonna jump on that point. Oh boy. Oh, you're facing that way. You're facing that way, so your AI can't hit me this round. Oh no, you can. I forgot he's turreted. I'm so glad I made him turret. He's actually badass. That is a big change for the Sherman. I am just going
The
to. I
Sherman's,
think.
yeah, it's turreted. Yep.
Yeah, I made it. That was a change I made because to represent their 50 cals that they always stuck on top. So I thought that was a good make them feel different than every other medium tank. All right, that's my 3.
Yo, what's up, Tim? Yo, vote team up. Yo, vote more. The Ruski 1, 2, 3 to see who you think is gonna win. We got some people on Twitch. They're trying to figure out who's gonna win this game now. All right, now it's my 3. Oh wow, you went for that center point. Now the question is there one more round? Is there one more round after this? All right, so second one I'm gonna set up sandbags. Now, are you following that new sandbag rule or no, Brian?
We play extensive cover. So like if my Luke's was here, it would still like if it nicks it
Yep.
triggers cover.
Gotcha. Thank you.
I think that's needed just because they're you know what I mean you can always just like sidestep a lot of the time and it's just weird.
Yeah. So in this case, when you shoot me, I will get the 2 cover, correct?
Yeah, you'll still get it. Yeah, if only if my Stern Pioneer is the only thing that shoot you.
There you go. All right, so that's 1, 2. I built sandbags there, and then for the 3, I'm gonna turn my priest this way. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't hit him. All right, sweet, sweet. Back to you.
Damn priest, man. I hate that guy. All right.
Woo! Oh, yo, they think the Axe is gonna win. You got a vote coming for you, Brian.
Nice. Somebody's being nice.
Damn, it's adjusting. So the Axis player is the blue one. He's got dominant. He's controlling the map really well here. The I am the red allies. We're trying to push in with the tanks and the priests. Try to put work in. Is there another turn, Brian? Is the question.
There is. There is another turn. Question is, how big did I misplay my last 3 turns?
Oh boy. But the vote's in, Brian. The vote's in, and technically we're tied, but whenever I get to vote, I count a little more than 1 point. So.
Oh yeah, you inflate yourself, yeah. Well, I'm gonna vote for myself if that changes anything.
Just type 1 on Twitch chat and you'll vote for yourself.
I don't have time for that, but I gotta just back up. I think.
What will Brian do? What will Brian do?
I'm gonna back up my tank. I will actually retreat now.
You can retreat through buildings?
Yeah, I don't see why that, like, all restrictions on buildings I think can be gone. I don't see why
I'm just
not.
saying, we had a whole argument with Chris that one time.
What did he end up saying with that?
You couldn't retreat through buildings, just like in the video game.
That's what he said then.
Yeah.
Well, after I'll take that note down. Does that go away? That is a fair note. I will write that down. It's a fair question. Let me write that. And you now retreat through buildings because restriction is gone.
But we'll see what happens. I mean, because they were using the video game, and in the video game, you could never retreat through buildings. You'd always run around.
Yeah, it becomes a situation, right, where I just want to get to this hex instead of this hex. And if I have to go through the lukes, then I
you
have
stop
to
there.
stop.
Yeah, exactly.
Then I have to stop there, which I don't really want to.
Well, that's what I was hoping was going to happen. I'm pretty, because I remember, it's all good, man. We can play either way, but just double check with Chris, because I remember we were playing the game, and Marcel actually was playing against him. When Marcel retreated.
And he fully trapped you?
No, I trapped
Marcel
him.
Retreat through?
And I trapped him, and so he was the one that said you can retreat through buildings. And we're kind of like, wait a minute. Like, that doesn't make sense. Because earlier in that game, we had some kind of other argument where he was like, well, in the video game, it does this. I'm like, I guess, I said. And then during the retreat, he changed the ruling. I'm like, wait a minute. So Chris was like, no, you can't retreat through buildings. Because that was my thought. My thought was you'd have to retreat this way. You'd have to retreat either to the other points. That was my thought. It's like, forcing you to retreat that way was my thought there.
Well, that one isn't a retreat point anymore.
Why not?
I took it away. I don't know if it's a good idea, but I gave it the 2. I gave it basically that 2 AP.
Oh boy! Boom, boom, boom!
Yeah, so I think OKW is more interesting now because this is the retreat and reinforce, and that one's just the gun. So that's, and more health. But yeah, so. Alright, I have 1 cube left, but I don't even think I could spend it anywhere. I could spend it on my lukes, but do I gain anything?
What if there's 5 turns or 4? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, I'm gonna forfeit my last cube.
Alright, alright, alright. And a unit that is retreating cannot attack.
Right. Gonna chase after him.
I am, yeah.
It's a good play.
I have to, because you're collecting a lot more resources than I am. And then for my 3rd cube, I'm going to move my priest up one. So, let's see.
Interesting.
Maybe there's a 5th turn.
I did not expect that. I have to say I didn't expect that.
Maybe there's a 5th turn and we don't know. All right, back to you. Unless it's the last turn.
Now that's it. It's a 4. I'm shocked he didn't just step up next to the Kettencrod. I'm really shocked.
No, because the Cotton Card, I don't really care for it. I care about knocking out your guys. I think that's gonna be more.
Well, it gives a VP. It doesn't have heroic sacrifice anymore.
Yeah, but it's like the other thing. I'm not really worried about it. Because what I'm gonna start doing is I'm just gonna start putting anti tank traps on my points from now on. I didn't realize that till now. I was like, wait a minute, that's how I get rid of it. I think.
Oh, that's how you deal with Kettencrad, you're saying?
Yeah, because I get the 1 extra command point. It's like I might as well use it.
Yeah. All right. Well,
now
I'm pulling back my cubes. Okay. I don't really have very many targets. I have 1. I needed just the 1, so I get 2 XP. And you're gonna blow up everything of mine.
dude, you got to come over when we do a tournament, Brian, and you got to play with us, man. I think the problem, man, is like you're doing so many different rule iterations. Like, you know what I mean? You probably get confused yourself at times.
Nah, I'm pretty good with this now. I mean, I think the biggest issue is for anyone who's played 1.0, it's kind of cleaner. Like, I taught my nephew who played for the first time yesterday, and I think it's easier for him because he's never played the old one now. So, like, yeah. Probably lose another Storm Pioneer.
I think that
Yeah,
is
I mean, it's
it.
a smart play. I mean, it's what it is. I don't really have an answer to it.
Well, I got to roll first, but I could also not kill it. So we'll roll the 2 HEs first, I guess. Don't miss. Yes.
Yep, all right. So I get an XP.
I get a victory point. Oh wait, I should count my XPs up. That's 1 for the game, 1 for the units, and then the other 1 for the emplacement. So 3 total.
Yeah, 1 for the emplacement. The placement's gone. That really sucked that lost a health last round. Oh, so I get actually an XP for that now.
Yes.
That's actually nice.
What commander do you have?
The Panther one, man. I'm so happy.
Oh, very nice.
I actually forgot I could have fast captured that point. Forgot that I had that. Yeah, these guys get fast capture. That's why it's so expensive. It's 3 XP to get.
And then I get to roll one defense dice here.
Yeah, you do are on the other side of cover. Yeah, that's a good play.
Oh, nice.
They only take 1.
All right, not bad. We're doing pretty good. Now I did lose a
you
point.
got.
I lose 1 victory point, 1 munitions.
Yeah, that's nice for me.
But I do gain 1 victory point and 1 manpower.
That is true. Did you have to go, unfortunately, or?
I'm gonna check. Let me go check my wifey's at, because man, this game's heating up. But she wanted to go get stuff. She's like, oh, let me go check for really quick, man. See if she would by herself or not, because she wanted me to go with her. Give me 1
10 to
sec.
8.
Who's winning?
Did you add your
No, I did not add my
AP?
2 up. No.
Ah, okay. Okay. I was gonna say, like, I thought you would have more than 8 now. So you got your 1 for the kill, I imagine, but not from the.
2 for the kill.
Oh, you got 2 kills, right? Did you?
Yeah, I already
Okay.
did that. Yep.
You did that, but you didn't do from the income, right? Is that
Exactly.
where? So we're actually tied.
9, 10. Yep.
Yeah, 10 all.
Wow.
I'm just gonna do that for you. 10 all.
Let me go see where she's at. Right. Hold on 1 sec.
All right.
Oh, Brian, she left. You're lucky, man. She left without me. Let's do another round.
You laughed. Nice.
Now you got that Panther coming out. Now I need to find a counter to that bad boy.
I'm getting 2 of those bad boys, man.
Okay, so first thing first is
All right. Am I getting 2? Can I afford to? It costs 2, 4. 1, 2, 4.
how much health do the Panthers have?
5. They actually changed a lot. They used to have 6, but I gave them an AP out of the gate now, so they do 3 out of the gate when you buy them, and they get a sight and range upgrade available. So they're actually really interesting. I think they're a lot more fun.
3 sight, 3 range now.
Yeah, they can upgrade to that for 1 XP. So, but they lost a health. So you know what I mean? It's their cost changed a bit too. They were 2.6, now they're 3.5.
Oh, it costs 1 less manpower, 1 less fuel for you also. Wow.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
that's only for this commander, but the
Yeah.
big thing is I got 1 for free. Question is,
And they have 3 sight and 3 range. Holy shiz. 1 infantry damage.
yeah,
Okay. Okay.
debating a really weird option, but I think I gotta do it. Question is, do I want him over there, over there? I want this guy facing this way.
Damn, this game's gonna get intense in a second, dude. Hold it.
Well, technically, there's no benefit to facing that way. Do I want to get that guy or not? It's tough. I'm like struggling on both sides of the board. It's like so much.
Dude, I feel like I'm just got a little breakthrough on the right side, or your left side, but I don't know what the next step is.
I think I'm gonna do it. I am going to pay for the manpower. Get the Uber. That means I need to pay for that. All right. I had to do some crazy crap, but it is what it is. What'd you get? All right, you got a Wolverine. That makes sense.
I do like the operations though. I think it does a little fixing for the back and forth. That's very nice.
Back and forth does it helps a little bit, but I like the operations more because I really like the tension going second now of you just don't know when it's gonna end, and
Right.
you get the last 3 CP, but you have to play to react to what's going on constantly.
Yep. Are you ready then, Brian?
Yeah, I'm ready, man. Pick your operation.
All right. Let me get this set up.
I already regret my choice, but we're doing it.
And I get to go first.
Yeah, that is why I had to go the Oberstoldaten on that side. Didn't really want to. I mean, then you're just gonna build sandbags. I mean, I don't really have.
How did you know?
What did you pick? You picked the higher number. Well, because you have 4 CP. I mean, I knew it was coming, but I didn't really have anything to do about it, and I don't have my flame upgrade. I can actually use my ability, which I gotta decide if I want to do it now. So my Sturm officer, this one right here. Spend your first 2 CP and 2 munitions during maneuver phase to mark any infantry. It loses all defense dice this round. Place 1 CP. So it's so what the ability used to do is it used to cause an enemy to retreat, and I didn't really care for that. So now it's more of a
Lose all defense. That's a nice one. I like that.
So it's kind of a infantry version of the mark ability. But it cost me 2 CP and my 2 munitions. I just don't know who I want to mark. I kind of have to mark your other infantry. I'm just in a really weird spot. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna mark your other infantry. So I'm gonna put a cube on him just so he's marked. Put the other one on the ability to show that I did it. And 2 munitions. And my last one. I am going to double speed die my supply truck. And move it 1 more, I think, right? Do I want to move it 1 more?
Are you gonna move one more?
I don't know if I want to move it 1 more. I don't. Yeah. Yeah, let's move 1 more. Do it. I promise I have to spend so much CP this round that I really hope it's a high number you picked. Alright, that's it.
Alright, so we're going to go 1 for our speed die.
Oh, you got it this time? Nice.
Yeah, we're going to go 1, 2 of this speed dice. We got 3 cubes to use. We're gonna spend 1 cube to build sandbags over here. Now, when it comes to sandbags and infantry infantry damage, how does that work?
Yeah, even if I hit it with 2 AI, it's done at the end of the round.
Oh, well, that's not worth it. Shit. All
Yeah,
right.
sandbags are. Yeah, if I'm gonna attack it, like it only makes sense for you to make stuff if you're gonna leave, unless you're making sandbags and staying there. Or if I only have 1 AI or early game or something, or whatever. Yeah, that only has 1 damage. Where is your little rifleman going to scurry to?
I'm gonna go up 1 of the Wolverine.
Ah, ah.
We're actually gonna go up 1 the second one of the Wolverine. And we are going to move up 1 with the Sherman tank this way.
Interesting.
Okay, now you get your last move action. Get your next move action.
Last. Oh, he's taunting me. I don't know. He's tricking me. What's going on? I don't
Your
know.
next, your last, your first. Because it's your turn. Guys, don't forget to vote. Type in 1, 2, or 3 if you guys want to decide who's going to win this game. As right now, it's tied 10-10.
Man, this kitten crad can't go on this side of the board anymore. It's it's done on that side of the board.
Done.
You got too much. You got too much stuff on that side, man. Oh, come on! I just dropped everything. It's a lot of fun with camo, though. I have to say, I do like it. All right, and then Panther turrets in the way for it to be in the full hex. My Luke's is kind of in no man's land. Not really a fan. I really hope this isn't the last round because this really, really sucks. You got me really in a bad spot over there. Have I been getting 3? I am getting 3 VP, but around, but that's not gonna help me. All right, I'm gonna rotate and push up my Panther. Push it up another one. Alright. At least my Panther's gonna shoot this round. Most likely. And the friggin' Sherman, man. It is so nasty. Turreted AI, man.
Yeah, that is pretty
It definitely changes my decision making because I can't flank him. You know what I mean? I can't like get out of his AI very easily. So. Well, you definitely countered my strategy.
I mean, I don't know what the hell. I'm honestly just trying to figure this out.
Definitely countered my plans. The Shermans, I got the whole area locked up.
It does. It's pretty
Damn
insane.
you! Uh, How do I keep this guy alive over here? And he only spent 1 cube.
Well, you already spent 2, didn't you? To move your Panther 2?
I did. I'm just saying your Sherman only spent 1, but that doesn't really. 3, 1, 2, 3.
I mean, I have to back up my. For sure, I have to back up my shitty ass priest. Because I only get 2 defense dice for front armor, correct?
Yeah.
So 1 shot's going through for sure now.
This plan really failed me. Ah, that's frustrating. I guess I just gotta move him back. I don't. Yeah. I mean, I could move him forward. Let me think about that. If I move him forward instead, you're just gonna light him up. I don't know why you wouldn't. Alright, I'm doing it. It seems stupid, but I'm doing it. I don't know. It's not a great play, but it's the play. Alright, I hope that's not it.
And that, I think, is it.
That sucks.
Oh, shit. Did I turn the card on the wrong side? I didn't flip the card. It was supposed to be just 2 for... Oh, yeah, I did turn the right side. That's right. No, that's the right side. That's right. For some reason, when you look at upside down, it doesn't rotate it.
Yeah, if you alt shift it, yeah, when it's upside down, it doesn't rotate.
I was so confused. Like, dude, I could have swore I took 2 rounds there.
But
But I do have...
it wasn't the real higher number. I like that.
But you have an option to retreat, and I have an option to retreat. So you get to retreat first if you want. Do you want to retreat any of your units?
Oh, I went second. I get to retreat second. But I don't want to retreat.
I am going to retreat these guys here.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Wait, they don't get to roll any defense dice, so... Oh, that guy's a sight, and +1 is going to kill him.
Yeah, he'd be dead if he doesn't retreat.
Yeah. So, let's put that retreat die on.
So up immediately out of range, so I pull back. Oh, I just got on the retreat. I mean, I don't know if that's a consolation prize or not, but... The bigger question is, do I target your damn Wolverine or your Priest? It's... You're focused firing or you're splitting your Sherman? That's the question.
I think I'm going to split it, man. So what happens when you build
never...
a building? I guess you just get fully healed right away as soon as you construct it?
Yeah.
Interesting.
You do. Right, so it's like... I don't know, but would I really build another building? I mean, I guess I could. Right? I mean, I don't know.
It's like you don't really have an option then, though.
I mean, well, if it doesn't die, it's going to get repaired, so I don't really have to build it, because I'm next to the Sturm if I Sturm live.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
So really, it's do you want XP or do you want to get a kill?
Yeah, that Panther is a powerhouse, man. I don't know how you're gonna... what the counter to that is.
I mean, he's so expensive, he's got to be a powerhouse. Well, I mean, he's cheaper with this commander, but... This commander's been... It's very niche, but it's an interesting one.
Yeah, because he's gonna have like... He's probably gonna have like 10 health overall if that 1 defense dice upgrade. We'll see how it plays out. Alright, let's do the damage. I think that's everything I got. So I target 1, 2, 3. So I get 4.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, you get 4. I'm targeting just your Wolverine and your Rifleman with my Obersoldaten. So I get 3.
Alright, so I guess we can just... This guy takes 2 damage here.
Yep.
Roll defense dice for here. Let's see what happens. Come on, baby.
Yeah, I really need him to live. Really need him to live. Otherwise...
Yeah! Oh my god!
He's doubly dead. That hurts. That hurts me a lot.
1 victory point.
Now I'm incentivized to turn this into a building. It's so weird.
Alright, next
Because it doesn't repair.
I get 2 defense dice here for this thing.
Yep.
Alright, here we go.
Turn the favor.
Oh.
I'll take it. I mean,
so that's 2 damage. Bring me down to 1 health.
That's nice, at least.
Next is oh, you're gonna make chi shots for your little tank here.
Yep.
Damn, 1 damage only. So 3 damage, you get 2 defense dice or 3?
I should get 3 because you hit my front.
Oh, the HE, that's
right?
right. Yep, 2 from the frontal and 1 from the HE. That's right. Yeah. Oh! That's a score right there. Oh my god.
Yeah, that really hurts. All right, well, I guess I get 2 more. You get 2 victory points. You're
Yep.
really turning it up here.
Yeah, but you got the mother load coming. Next, I did. Oh wait, this guy's here gets hit for 2. My rifleman.
Yep, he just gets chunked for 2.
So I take, and that's it. I think for all the damage.
Sadly, yeah.
So you lose a victory point and a fuel.
Yep.
And dang. All right.
Now you're like, what's it, 15 to... I don't even know if I can come back at this point.
No, you can. But man, Brian, we have to call it here, man.
We gotta call it there. I think you win though.
No, I don't know, man. You have 2 Panthers. This side's gonna be controlled by you now. I was gonna bring another Wolverine, but this guy's so damaged. The problem is you have sight and range with the Wolverine, so like I can't fight the Panther 1-on-1. Just like the Wolverine.
Just how it should be.
Yeah.
It needs to be because they're so expensive. Well, normally they're so insanely expensive, but without this commander. No, my only play is really to send my other Panther across, get it a sight and range, kind of follow suit on the bridge. Yep. The problem is I'm almost incentivized to turn this into a tier 3 over here. Just because, you know what I mean? Like spawning another Panther here, what does it get me?
Right.
You know, I don't think it really gets me anything. It's like a weird situation where I really need... Like, my plan earlier was... Like, I had a plan earlier was to actually try to get that other supply truck onto the bridge and turn it there. Because this map is so tough for OKW now because, like, it's hard to cross the center. Like, I need to be able to cross the center.
Yeah. But hey, Brian, thanks so much for the good game, man.
Yeah,
I do like a lot of things. Some things I'm gonna ponder upon. And I'll get back to you then about.
All right. Yeah. Give me any feedback, man. Appreciated.
Yeah, let's figure out. We'll find out about what the splash damage does, because now I'm curious how that's gonna work out for Assault.
Yeah, I think it's gonna have to be the whole anything else on the hex. I think that's what makes sense, but it is a good question. Man, that Sherman's nasty. I like that change. I don't know. I'm very happy that I made that change because
it's a really strong tank to fight now, man.
It's a really good anti-infantry tank. Like it's
oh, dude,
it should
insane.
be.